Hi y'all, so I'm here with another pick a card. And this pick a card is going to be, what is my twin flame story? Because you see, there's a lot of us that are on a twin flame journey. Some of us are with our twin flames, some of us are not. Some of us just aren't going to end up with our twin flames, and we just don't care. That's fine, right? Because the whole point of a twin flame journey is to find a way to truly love yourself and be your true authentic self. So, anyways, I have three spheres here. Let's see if we can see it. There we go. So this is going to be pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. So I believe that is epidote for the first one. And for the second one, that is amethyst. And the third one, sorry about the lighting, y'all. The third one is rose quartz. So I just want you to use your intuition. Think about who your twin flame is. Think about your journey, how far you've come. And breathe in deeply. And release. And just choose which one you think is going to be your journey. If you need more time, please feel free to pause the video. And we're going to go ahead and get started. So, we're going to start with the epidote. Now, let's see. Let's go ahead and get the current energies. How about we talk about the beginning? Let's talk about the energies that were at the beginning of this situation. Pile 1. Gender doesn't matter, by the way. I'm sensing that for pile 1 that there was automatic confusion at the beginning of this. When you two met, it was very unexpected, as in you had gone through some difficult time in your life where you honestly felt like that love wasn't a possibility. You felt like that when you met this person, you're like, they're really cool, but like, who the hell are they? Is this a joke? That's what I'm sensing. It's like, is this a joke, universe? So let's see what we have here. Okay. So we have Archangel Gabriel. So exactly, it's like you meet this person and there's so much confusion because of the energy that they have. Honestly, you felt like that you could communicate with this person easier than you could communicate with anyone else in your entire life. So it kind of threw you off, right? It made it seem like, is this person me? Who are you? So let's get some more. I also sense that both of you were either in a relationship at the time or you're both getting over exes at the same time. As in you both were recently single, okay? It seems like the both of you also had a... Exactly. So when you two met each other, you were in the process of overcoming a lot of, well, stress, and it seems like that you were just honestly looking for a way to be happy and be victorious. So when you met this person, it was kind of a godsend. However, at the same time, it almost seems like bad timing, right? So let me see if I can get one more. And we have memories of love. So to me, this is telling me that what was going on with you and them is that, so when the two of you met, you were recently single and you were trying to process pretty much what had happened with your ex. So it could have, you're not with your twin flame if you're in this pile. You're not with your twin flame if you're in this pile. So let's go ahead and pull some tarot, though. I just wanted to make that clear before I carried on because I didn't want people to be like, oh, well, I'm with this person, and actually, we're going to use the romantic angels. So let's see when it got to when you realized that the both of you had feelings for each other. Okay, it's coming across very clear to me that emotions were never expressed from one side. So one side sat there and expressed all their emotions. This is typical runner chaser. You see, everyone's like runner chaser. It just means that we split up and then we got back together and then we split up and we got back together. No, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. It can, of course, but the whole point is that it's about energy. So, like, let's say I feel like that this was a bit of a ping-pong match energetically between the both of you. When I say it was ping-ponging, I'm saying exactly it's safe for you to love. Some of you felt like open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Some of you felt like that what was going on in this situation. Again, some of you felt like it was a trick. Like you were like, this person's too good to be true. And to me, it seems like that. If anything, the masculine fell in love first in this pile. The masculine fell in love first in this pile. I'm not sure who didn't express their emotions. Okay, it could have been the masculine. My earring for the masculine. The masculine fell in love first in this pile. He was terrified. For the feminine, for your point of view, just so you know, he honestly felt like that you were going to be just like the person that he had just split with. For some of you, it was a marriage. For some of you, it was just a regular. It was just a regular relationship, as in they were just dating someone, boyfriend, girlfriend kind of deal. Okay, or I mean, what have you? Gender doesn't matter here. I'm just giving you an example. Okay. For the feminine, you felt like that the masculine was playing games, that he was around with a lot of different people, because he was just too good to be true. The both of you thought each other were too good to be true. So I feel like for some of you, the masculine did admit his feelings. If he didn't, he felt like that he did certain things physically to make it seem like, by the way, I'm an intuitive channeler. I need to start saying that in my videos because some people are like, well, she's not pulling cards, well, I'm an intuitive channeler. That's a very strong masculine energy. I sense that he awakened before the feminine in some kind of way. Like he possibly could have been into spirituality before she was. I also sense that the feminine, if anything, you awakened because of this person. You might have abilities. You might be tuning into your abilities, trying to figure out your abilities. Some of you have figured out your abilities and you mastered them and you come farther in your journey than he has. Damn. Anyways, the whole point. The whole point is that whoever expressed their emotions, I feel like that it set the other person off. It scared them in a way. For some of you, I want to say the masculine honestly didn't believe that you cared. As in he thought that you didn't care about him. So whenever if the feminine expressed her emotions, the masculine did not believe it. Didn't believe it at all. I sense that he's a very skeptical person. He probably has high intuition, but doesn't know how to hone it in correctly. Okay, so exactly. So I feel like that this was a past life situation too. Reconciliation, someone from your past is returning to your life. Then we have playfulness to recapture romance. Allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So I feel like for this pile that y'all tended to have, if anything, it could have started out as friends and then turned into more. I feel like that, however, this masculine was so darn lost in himself, and you were too, feminine. Don't sit here and lie. I don't play those games on this channel. As in the both of you were lost. That's why when you two met, that's why the throat chakra was one of the first cards to come out. So let's go ahead. I don't know if I'm even going to use tarot for this. Sorry, y'all. I just got the pull to do this, and I do what I'm told, anyways. So I'm going to use the Aquarian tarot. So, oh, good question. What were the cycles that these two had to complete? Why did they meet? Why did they meet? The masculine had to learn how to not be so shallow when it came to, it could have been looks, it also could have been like, they had to humble themselves in a way. When it came to love, maybe they sat there and they thought that love was all about physicality, and all reality love is about much more than that, correct? I'm asking, it is a hell of a lot more than that. Anyways, for the feminine, she had to realize her worth. I feel like that if anything, the feminine has never loved anyone as much as she loves the masculine. Oh, that was strong. Anyways, there we go. So I feel like that the masculine did the ghosting here, and I feel like that perhaps we have the Page of Rods, which is the Page of Wands, and then we have the Five of Cups. So to me, I feel like that I feel like that the masculine did the ghosting in this situation, or perhaps it was just a split where it didn't make any sense to either of you in this situation, okay? Some more of the karmic cycles for the masculine would be that he honestly had to realize that there was more to life than just materialism, from what I understand. This masculine probably liked finer things. He liked nice cars. He might even like to gamble. Ten of Pentacles. You can't make this up. Um, he possibly liked to gamble or played lottery or something like that, because he always thought that he was going to hit it big in a way. Very materialistic. He had to learn how to humble himself. So if anything, he could have become dirt broke. I had to really work hard for his money after the two of you stopped talking, or while the two of you were talking. I sense that he also might have had some kind of legal problems too that he didn't want to deal with and didn't want you to deal with. For the feminine, I feel like that Four of Swords. So for the feminine, I feel like that you knew a lot of this already, intuitively. Again, just because he was awakened before you doesn't mean that you're not more awakened than him. There's a big difference. We are constantly awakening over and over and over again. People who say, well, I'm awakened. Okay, well, it doesn't mean that you're done with your work. I ain't being mean. I'm just saying, like, there's constantly. I awaken almost every, like, have a new level. I level up. Probably. I used to level up every day. Sometimes, you reach kind of like a plateau, right? And I feel like that if anything, this masculine awakened and stuck on a plateau, thinking that was all there was to spirituality, all there was to life, and all there was to, if anything, his psychic abilities. I sense that he could see auras. His abilities hit him first before yours, feminine, too. Feminine, I feel like that you actually embraced your abilities more, embraced spirituality more. If anything, you have advanced a hell of a lot more than he has. Anyways, so let's get some more tarot. And the both of you bonded over music. Right away. Right away. The Lovers. I feel like that both of you... Oh, I haven't even gone over the signs. So, we have Gemini. That's about it. I do sense that the masculine is either I want to say a fixed sign, or has a fixed sign in his top three. So Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, Aquarius. So he either has that as a sun, moon, or rising. Okay. For the feminine, I want to say, or Venus. For the feminine, I want to say that you are either an air sign or an earth sign, or you could have had heavy air or earth in your chart. I'm talking at least like 4 placements. Okay. What else did the feminine have to learn? The feminine had to learn how to stand on her own 2 feet. Knight of Swords. Excuse me. How to be able to communicate what she really wanted. She had to be able to speak her truth. I feel like that the feminine, if anything, hindered herself in a lot of ways when it came to her emotions, when it came to how she really felt about different things and different people. I feel like that she wasn't able to express it really because I sense the afraid to offend. Afraid to offend. Afraid to offend. That keeps coming to me over and over. It's like a broken record playing in my head. Afraid to offend. Afraid to offend. Afraid to upset. Afraid to upset. This could have been a mindset that she was born, not necessarily born with. For some, yes, she was automatically going to be like that no matter what. She could have had very kind, caring parents. And automatically thought that, or she could have had parents or had a school situation, school system that was, in a way, very shelter strict, stressful for the most part, afraid to be an individual. So this feminine in this situation was afraid to step up and be her own individual self in the way that she felt comfortable with, well, because the masculine did not like that. The masculine did not like that at all. As in, he simply could not understand, not that he didn't like the feminine, okay, he did not like the fact that she was not willing to stand in her truth. It drove him nuts. He saw, I'm hearing a lot of potential. We have justice, a lot of potential, and I feel like that the tables have turned in this situation. I feel like that the feminine is standing in her truth, and the female has, the feminine, excuse me, has definitely moved forward. If you pick this pile and you are the feminine, you are ready for whatever comes your way. You don't care if you're with the masculine. Good for you, feminine. Because we don't necessarily have to end up with twin flames. So let's go ahead and get... That is like past energy, I feel. So let's go ahead and get energy while the two of you were apart. My ears just went deaf, which to me is saying, yes! Anyways. Okay, so when the two of you were apart, I'm so lost without you. Whatever that song is. So you know how I just said that the tables were turned? I feel like that's how the feminine felt when the split happened. For a lot of you, this was a relationship. For a lot of you, it was a shoulda, coulda, woulda been situationship. Okay, sorry, but I look everywhere because I'm freaking channeling. Y'all can deal with that. I feel like someone's gonna ask that. Why don't she just look at the camera? Well, because I'm channeling. I'm focusing more internally than I am externally. So I'm honestly just looking around my apartment, and I don't. Whatever. Anyways, moving forward. I wish I had a bell. Anyways, the feminine in this situation. The feminine in this situation, I feel like that you went through the ringer with this person, and I feel like that after the split happened, that if anything, you honestly, you hated this person at first. You hated this person at first. Um, you wanted to be vindictive because they hurt you so bad. But by grace and integrity, you didn't act vindictively. You should be proud of that. The masculine went off. I sense a very cocky energy. I feel like that what the masculine did was that any emotion that he had, he pushed to the back of his mind and then just worked through the ego. He always thought about the feminine from time to time now. Looked at the feminine's Facebook page. Looked at any kind of her social media from time to time. Wondering if she still missed him the way that he missed her. Even though he didn't realize at the time, that's why he was looking at her page, because he genuinely missed her. At first, he just thought that he missed the friendship. He thought that he just missed the sexuality, the sexual part of it. If you were sexual with this person, well, they missed just looking at you. Since most of you were, but damn near all of you were sexual with this person. So I'm saying anything from intense making out, what have you, okay? For the feminine, you tried to move on, and you feel like for some reason that you've been stuck going in a circle. Not with, some of you it has been with the energies. You get over him, you release him, you surrender him so that you can move forward with your life. You get over him, you release him, you surrender him to move forward with your life. Then every now and then you have moments with the two of you telepathically communicating whether you realize it or not. And that's what people realize about a twin flame relationship. It is so frustrating to me because it's like, why am I thinking about him? Why do I know where he's at? Why, like, you have a feeling, oh, he's at home, or he's at work, or he's walking, or he's hanging out with friends, or he's possibly hanging out with another woman, you know, or man, what have you, y'all. Anyways, it's because he's getting the same about you. Anyways, so I feel like that now that the feminine is truly, because if you're watching this and you're the feminine, you are on the brink of, or you damn near already have been standing in your power. You're Empress energy. I feel like that the masculines, or this masculine in this situation, some of them are very stuck, as in they feel like they're having tower moments left and right, and they don't know what the fuck is going on. Pardon my language. Pardon my language. They don't know what's going on. They don't know why it feels like their life is crumbling. Shatter me. What is that song by Lizzie Hale, and Lindsay Sterling. Anyways, I find out deep in me. I'm not built in that song, y'all. Anyways, that's why I'm like whispering or half singing. Anyways, the whole point is I feel like that the tables have turned in this situation. It's literally like, I was going to give you a physical example. So they were like this. And the masculine had the handle and was able to, if anything, work his way into the feminine, right? Now, it's like this. But the feminine is not doing anything. The masculine is going like this. The feminine is just like, 2 months the masculine has honestly been trying to figure things out. Some of them are with another person and they dream of you constantly no matter what they do. Some of them, they don't know if they can face you because they know what they did. Good. Good. Because you see, once people acknowledge how crappy they were, right? Once they actually, and it doesn't necessarily mean just to the feminine, I mean in general. Once they actually acknowledge their guilt, then that's when they're able to move forward. They have to learn how to forgive themselves and forgive whoever has made them have the mindsets that they've had. Little FYI for you masculines. Okay, so what is the current energy of the masculine on his own in this situation, in this twin flame? I'm not taking it. It's going to flip out right. We'll see. You gave me 3. So, surrender to the divine. Nothing is yet set in stone. What did I just say? Ooh, we have 4. Nothing is yet set in stone was stuck to this card. Not stuck anyways. Luck is on your side. By the way, here we have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, a lot of heavy air. Then we have Sag, and then we have mutable signs, and then a time for healing. Pay attention to the red flags and separation, time apart from your partners on the horizon. So to me, that's telling me that the masculine sat there and tried to tap into your energy several times while the two of you were together, feminine, and he read you like a book. However, he was just learning his abilities, and he kind of screwed up for some of you. He was honestly not calling upon the right power or the right sources. He wasn't really tapped into source energy accurately, and well, it honestly led him to screw himself over. He felt like because he never thought you were gonna change. He never thought you were gonna change. Okay, so let's get some more. How about the cycles, lessons that they had to learn for pile 2? What did they have to learn? What did they have to learn? The karmic cycles that they learned from the situation. Start the masculine, please. The masculine had to learn how to be able to trust people. He might have a little bit of a flighty, like a fight or flight complex, or whatever they call it. As in, like when it came to conflict, he would either sit there and it's like he wants to fight about it, or he's gonna run. I sense that the masculine was more of a runner in this situation. He flew. I sense that he had to learn to actually deal with conflict and process conflict the right way. He had to learn how to be nice with his words as well, because I sense that the masculine might have had a little bit of a temper. Exactly, the Hierophant. So, the way that I view the Hierophant, do you see how it's almost like Scout's honor? I feel like that this masculine had to learn to really communicate. He had to communicate commitment. He had to communicate what he wanted. He also had to really learn his spirituality instead of just dwelling at the stagnant level. You see, because he was supposed to ascend a long time ago, and for some of it was work. For some of you, it was work. masculines, you weren't able to ascend to the level that you were meant to, or that you're supposed to because of work. You're too busy working. Could have been an essential worker. Um, the masculine also could have had a sense family. Some kind of cycle with his family. I feel like that he had to really learn how to, exactly, 2 of Pentacles. He really had to learn how to, holy crap, find balance on his own instead of depending on his family so much. From what I understand, he depended on his family to make choices for him, decisions, or he really based his value or his life around their opinions too much. I feel like that he also could have been overly close to his mother, or so wanting to make his mother proud that if anything he would listen due to whatever she said. So, and then we have 4 swords in reverse. So this to me is saying also exactly. He was so busy making others happy that he didn't even make time for himself to heal. He was too busy. Some of you, I sense there was an ex he was trying to make happy, not necessarily to get back with her, but if anything, to get her off his back. For some of you, um, children, he might have children. Some of you, he had medical problems of his own that he was trying to deal with. You don't want you to know about it. I don't want you to deal with that. Refuse to actually take care of it though and heal it properly. So the karmic cycles right there would be sitting in your own power, being your true authentic self, not sitting here allowing yourself to deal with judgment of others and allowing it, including family, and letting your family judge and build your life for you. Okay, it's about you. That's what this journey is about. It's about YOU. YOU, masculine, okay? And I feel like that, for the feminine, you had no idea about most of this because the masculine wasn't able to really communicate what he wanted. So let's go ahead and get to the feminine's karmic cycles. I'm being told that the feminine have very similar karmic cycles, as in like what I just said. Possibly had an issue with her mother, or had an issue really being an individual and being her true self and standing in her power and being her own stability. King of Pentacles. Holy crap, feminine. Some of y'all had a really hard time even loving yourself. You never received the love that you deserved as a child. And because of that, you honestly felt like that you were never worthy, you never could be worthy. How could you be worthy of anyone like that? You had no idea that the masculine thought that he viewed you that way. If anything, at times you felt like that's all he wanted. That's all he wanted. That's all he wanted from me. He didn't want my love. Make you feel my love. He didn't want my love. That's what I'm hearing. He just wanted a certain sexual act that I'm not going to say. That's all he wanted from me. You felt like that the masculine. Okay, so feminine, you had to learn how to not judge others. You had to learn how to actually talk and speak about what you were feeling, what was going on with you. And you also had to really step outside yourself, feminine. And look at the bigger picture. I feel like that you had a hard time looking at the bigger picture. So that to me would be losing judgment of yourself and of others, as well as in like people that judge you. You had to get over it. You need to stop judging yourself too. I sense that the feminine was very critical of herself. Very critical to the point that she couldn't even see her own beauty. Shit. Okay. So this is for the feminine. The feminine had to actually learn how to. Some of you it was finances. You had to learn how to budget. Some of you it was energy. You really had to learn. Sorry. My nose is itching. And you really had to learn who was worth your energy and who wasn't worth your energy. Because you constantly allow people in your energy that didn't give a fudge about you. 2 cups in reverse. They didn't care about you. They didn't care. And the masculine was aware of this. The masculine sensed this about people that do that to you because he was protective over you, and you just refused to see it. So he was just like, damn, she really don't care about herself. So the feminine had to learn how to care about herself in the right way in this situation. Ace of Cups. The feminine in this situation also had a hard time really seeing that there's more to life. There's gotta be more to life. That song by Cece something, I think. Look at that. She had to learn there's more to life than just filling other people's cups and pleasing everyone. She had to learn how to please herself in the right way, too. I also sense the feminine needed to realize how to give the right way, too. Like, love doesn't always have to be sexual. I feel like that towards the end of this situation between you and this masculine feminine, that you honestly just resulted to doing sexual acts. If anything, you might have overperformed in a way. Because you wanted to show that you loved somehow, right? Damn. So, anything else for the feminine? No, okay. So, that was past energy. So, current cycles and all that good shaboggle. Now we gotta move on to what are the current energies as of right now. Start masculine. Actually, I'm hearing ladies first, so let's start with the feminine. The feminine situation, you've come to the point where you have stability in your life. You worked on your stability a lot. I feel like that you worked on your stability internally and externally. As in, you're stable in your emotions as well as you are stable in finances, or you're close to it. You're close to it. So it's almost like you got your Queen of Cups, your Queen of Swords, and your Queen of Wands because you've already figured those out, and you're working on your Queen of Pentacle. Okay? As in, working on your financial stability. In a sense that some of you have a more stable home life on your own than you ever did with another, as in, like, whether it was with your own family or it was with a partner. Some of you have better relationships with your parents, or honestly, you just have a better relationship with yourself now, to the point that if you're in my life, it's because I want you in my life. I don't need you. And that's not even cold. That is, I'm so happy on my own that if you're in my life, it's because I want you in my life. I sense that this feminine is in the point of, I ain't chasing shit. It's literally what I'm hearing. I ain't chasing shit. I don't chase, I reciprocate. That's one of my favorite sayings. As in, like, you just overgave constantly in your past. So now you're to the point where it's like, I'll stick around and hang out. I'll spend time with family and all that fun stuff. But I'm not going to bend over backwards for anyone, not ever again. Good for you, feminine. Come on, give me something. Some of you feminines, if you aren't doing it already, make sure that you're meditating at least 5 minutes a day. I prefer 15. Karen and I are getting over a cold. Right, I'll talking. Okay, fine. Let me just go over it one more time. Can I please have the current energies of the feminine in the situation? Some of you have done a good job softening up. Like I said, Queen of Cups energy. I'll make sure I do sense that the masculine. The both of you, I feel like when this split happened, the both of you, because this was a split, you're not with this person. I feel like that the masculine goes to the feminine, because he was hurt, by the way. I don't think I mentioned that. He was so hurt and felt so manipulated that he was just like, wash his hands clean of you. Sorry. Not being cold, I'm just telling you. This is past too. You gotta remember that, but I'm working on current energies, but I was supposed to say that. So current energies of the feminine in this situation. So we have the energy. This energy, the energy is gaining momentum. Communication is key. Oh, I didn't even talk about signs. I don't think we had any major arcana, did we? I don't think we did. There was several cups though. If the King of Pentacles came out, I think it did. I don't know, remember, but sorry, I'm channeling most of the time. I sense that. Excuse me. Pardon me. The masculine is a water sign or a fire sign. Could have an earth, Venus, or rising. Doesn't mean that he has to be a water sign. Doesn't mean he has to be a fire sign. It could be any of what I just said. The feminine could have an air Venus. A fire moon. Or a fire sun sign. Could have an earth rising or sun sign too. Could be cuspers. Anyways, moving forwards. I feel like that once the feminine actually makes sure that she stands on her truth and she's able to communicate her emotions properly in any situation, is that she can go into her room. And if she don't want to be there, she ain't gonna be there. She gonna walk out. She'll leave. But she ain't gonna do it in a bitchy way. She's gonna do it in a, hey, I'm all set, thank you. She's gonna walk out. Or, it could be like that, or she's gonna express how she feels, and when she feels it, she ain't gonna care about what the other person says. I sense that the feminine has been talking to other people, by the way, as in, like, sense of separation between you and your divine masculine, or twin flame, or whatever you want to call it. She's been talking to other people, you've been talking to other people. Honestly, it's not even in spite or as in, like, replace, because I feel like that some of the divine feminines that are watching this, you were at first trying to replace the masculine, which to me, it's like, I need to find someone that's just like him. Or her, whatever, the gender doesn't matter. I'm not going to repeat that a million times. The gender doesn't matter here. So if you are a male into men, or a woman into woman, you know, I just, you got to understand that I'm just going off the energies, okay? I'm not going off of body, okay? So please don't be offended. Much respect. That can be, whatever. The whole point is I have much respect for everyone. So, oh yeah. The masculine has, okay, we're focusing on the feminine. Something new, serious person, the feminine. Anything else for the feminine's current energies? Feminine, make sure that you are getting enough sleep. Make sure, step out of your comfort zone. Make sure that you keep doing what you're doing. Try something new every day. Be passionate. Make sure that if anything, when I say try something new every day, I'm thinking step out of your comfort zone. I feel like that some of you honestly became stagnant in your life because of everything that occurred. Some of you might have honestly put your life on hold. Perfect timing, right, because of COVID. And then you sat there and you just, some of you wallowed in your pain, and some of you just outgrew it and you really changed. You became more of a lady. As in, like, you're pulling more Empress energy. Good for you. Anything else? Why do I think, I might think of Chinese food and culture right now. It's not weird that it's what it is. It's just so random. I don't know why. That might be a past life for one of y'all. So that is what I have for the feminine. And what about the masculine's current energies? So Mike Hanson's in my head. What the hell? Expect powerful change. New moon eclipse. A full moon in Aries, a fiery climax approaches. I feel like the masculine has been snooping, trying to figure out what's really going on with the feminine. Also trying to see if she is who she really says that she is. Masculine, watch your words. See if she's a fuck girl. Pardon my language, as in like female version of a fuck boy. Is she acting like that still? Is all she wants for people? Is that all she wants for me? Am I gonna waste my time? Waste my time coming in. It's not my fault. Anyways. Don't let pride get in your way, masculine. That's telling me that the masculine. Oh, I knew I was gonna drop that. The masculine in this situation, put himself on a pedestal in a way because of how the feminine treated him. As in, all she wants to be is that. It's all she's gonna get. I feel like this masculine would check up every time, from time to time, and wouldn't honestly believe that the feminine changed at all. I also sense that the masculine has had a hard time changing himself, and he's been focused on so many things exterior to him that he hasn't even taken the time to really see how much change the feminine's gone through, and how much change he has to go through still. That landed all the way over there. Exactly, so we have nothing will come of this situation. So by you thinking like that masculine, you definitely just, I mean, if you don't ever want to get with this feminine again, that's fine. Stay out of her energy. It's that easy. Don't think of her. Leave her alone. Because this feminine has done a lot of work and is very balanced. I feel like that you are like close to that or on your way to that. But you need to really let go of whatever happened between the two of you. If you miss this person, they're a whole new person, masculine. And nothing like you would even recognize. Even energetically. Same for you, feminine. I feel like that the both of you might get each, like both of you, if you can sense energy because you're psychic, I feel like that you might be confusing your energy with someone else's energy, not telepathic messages. There's a big difference. So that's what I have for you, pile 2. So thank you, pile 2, but we are on to pile 3. So pile 3, you chose the rose quartz sphere, which it looks like the what happened for pile 3. I see roses. Pile 3. To me, roses mean growth. They also mean, yes, of course, passion. It was a red rose that I saw, a long-stemmed red rose. So, to me, it seems like that there was a lot of passion in this situation, energetically, as in both of you were very drawn to each other. I sense that the masculine in this situation didn't really know. For some of you, this is new. This is new. As in, y'all have danced around each other in a way. You've seen each other from afar, I sense, in a way, for quite some time. Could have been just a few months, could have been a couple of years, something like that. But you two have never really connected. I don't sense that there was any physical connection yet. Okay, so this is a pile where there's been no physical contact. If anything, there might have been light touching, like hand holding or kissing or something like that at most. Okay, there's been no sexual contact here. Okay. The masculine, I sense, is confused about this situation. Whatever's going on between the two of you, the connection that the two of you have, because he senses that there is some kind of link. I see a chain. I don't know if y'all heard that, but he senses that there's a kind of link between the two of you, as in, I see Encino Man. As in, there's just something about her. That's what I hear. There's just something about her. Gender don't matter, by the way. I'm just telling you what I hear. There's just something about her. I can't put my finger on it. That's what's coming to me. So it's almost like he's trying to figure you out before he truly expresses how attracted he is to you. I also feel like that he might feel like, for a couple of you, he feels like you're playing games, or he felt like you're playing games at the beginning, as in, like, this person's not who they say they are. They think that you're really cool. Some of them are intimidated by you, feminine, because you're just different. You're not like what he's used to. You're not like what he has been able to attract in the past. I feel like that for the most part. The masculine in this situation, this twin flame journey, excuse me, is having a hard time talking. This masculine feels like that there is, I feel it. It's almost like it's just like, why is there this connection between me and this person? He never thought that he would meet a person like you, as intricate, as detailed, as you have broad horizons, as in, think of like a telescope. Like like he could usually, like, whenever he would view or attract a feminine, she would usually be not a telescope, a microscope, excuse me. She would be black and white. That's simple. As in that's how much she expressed herself or how she was or whatever. Okay. Um, but you are like an intricately woven specimen is what's coming to me. Like, I see multiple colors. He just can't understand that. He's so confused. So, how about the feminine? Oh, the feminine, you don't know that he's interested. Whether he's admitted it or not, you know he's interested. As in, like, you could feel it. You could feel that he's been pulling on your energy. I feel like that the feminine is far more awakened than the masculine in this situation. In this twin flame journey, I sense that the feminine is also advanced in her abilities, like hardcore advanced, and I feel like that's why the masculine is intimidated. The masculine doesn't know what he wants to do yet. As in, he doesn't know. I feel like it's almost like, I don't sense a lust either. This masculine is very evolved. My earring. He's very evolved, so he's like past the whole F boy. I don't want to sit here. I have a song coming to my head. I don't want to waste. I don't want another pretty face. I don't want just anyone home. No, I'm allowed to go to waste. I want you and your beautiful soul. Jesse McCarthy. And that's how he feels. He's extremely intimidated, but he's just like, there's just something about her, is what I'm hearing. But man, you don't know. You know this already. You're so confident, and your confidence is scaring him. Make sure that you ain't being cocky. Oh, no, you're not being cocky. I feel like that at first he perceived you as being cocky. There's no cards coming out, because I'm intuitively channeling. This masculine has recently gotten over a heartbreak, and he's trying to figure out, if it's worth it to love again, because that heartache wasn't necessarily, he was blindsided by the heartbreak. He has processed it, and he's over it. He might be, and I feel like that he might be a little skeptical when it comes to love. He knows it's real, but it's almost like, is it that real? Like, am I really ever gonna get it? I feel like the masculine did indeed manifest, whether he realized it or not. He manifested you. He wanted some badass biatch who had her shit together and exactly triumph. He wanted, and see how that's a woman? That's a woman. She's just like, she's so confident. And she's running. And she's got that flag. And I have a Dido song in my head. I'll go down with this ship. I'll push myself. There will be no white flag above my head. I'm in love and always will be. He views her as really confident. Exactly, trapped in fear. This masculine just doesn't know, honestly, how to move forward. He's stuck. So this is a new connection, twin flame partnership, okay? As in, like, y'all, again, haven't been physical. The feminine, I don't know, you pretty much just already explained yourself. Feminine, I feel like that you're in between. Exactly. Magician in the mirror. Didn't I say the feminine was more advanced? Anyways. You know that this man, this masculine, has his stuff together for the most part. You know he's wise. You know he's not like the people that you've dealt with in the past. However, you're just like, exactly. You know he's not like the rest, and you're just sitting there looking at him like, I'm going by the facial expression. I see deception in enemy, but I'm going by the facial expression like, are you gonna stop lying to yourself? This is what I'm hearing. It's like, are you gonna stop lying to yourself, dude, and like make a move? Are you gonna stop lying to yourself and like embrace, exactly, embrace this? Because you feel like that he might view you as like a challenge in a way, and if anything, you might view him like a challenge, but in a fun way. In his eyes, he's just like, oh gosh, I'm so interested, but I don't know. I don't know. It might be too much. It might be too much. And you're like, come at me. Come at me, bro. Let's go. This feminine energy is really funny. It's snarky, but funny. Very smart. I feel like the feminine has been through enough heartache. She's done with that. She's done with it. She knows what she wants. So this is so new. I guess we're gonna go off of current energies. What are the current energies for this? Could probably be a short reading for pile 3. Sorry, I could feel it, but pile 3 are the current energies. Nice perspective, truth perspective. Thank you. The masculine in this situation is at a crossroads. It's head over heart. The feminine, a couple of you are in a waiting energy, just in general. I don't sense all of you, though. You gotta come all the way out. Separation. Tear apart from your partners on the horizon. See, because y'all haven't been together. Y'all haven't even been physically together. As in, like, you have not been physical with this person. Calling in your soulmates. The both of you manifested each other. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. You literally manifested each other. You did it intentionally, feminine. The masculine didn't. I feel like the both of you caught each other off guard. You knew right away, and if anything, you're biding your time. So you're like, are you going to get it or not? Are you going to get it or not? Are you going to get it? Are you going to get that, like, there's something here? The masculine gets it, feminine. He just, you don't know what to do. You're not like anybody he's ever met. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Okay, so do you see how... my darn ring light. Do you see how those hands are there? Reaching out to that woman? To me, it feels like to me... because red flags aren't always bad. Okay, sometimes red flags are honestly signs from the universe like, hey, this is what's going on. If you could do us a favor and pay attention, so that, you know, you can, like, take what we're giving you, because we're giving you all these good things, masculine and feminine. Pay attention. I feel like the masculine hasn't even contacted his guides yet. He hasn't talked to his guides at all. That's how I'm taking those hands too. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. So the masculine in the situation is still very much in his ego. Feminine, you're aware. You are there. We are completely aware of this. You know that the masculine is like so wrapped up in his ego. Some of them, it's could come across as narcissistic. Could come across as selfish. Because you're losing patience. Be patient. It was obviously one of your cycles. Feminine, you wouldn't be put this if it wasn't to be patient. Some of you have dealt with someone that was very similar to this masculine. For both of you have dealt with someone that's damn near identical. Either personality-wise, what you're into, physically, anything. I'm sensing eyes. Whatever the hell that means. Viewing. So, both of you dealt with people that were just like... okay, so, feminine. You dealt with a masculine that was just like this masculine before. That, if anything, tried to play hard to get. Isn't really putting things together. All these things, right? And you are at the point where you're just like, I don't want to deal with that shit again. But you know now. You have grown. You know now that this person isn't playing games. This person isn't like that person from the past. This person is honestly, excuse me, need to eat. Is honestly lost. And you want to help them. They have the same energy. They act a lot like that other guy, right? That other masculine. So you're just like, okay. Like, you act like him, but you're not him. And I know that now. And I'm willing to be patient. I am. Because you can just sense it. The masculine, however, sees you in a way like a red flag. They are trapping themselves. One more time. Exactly. They are trapping themselves. Trista! The situation is calling for you to have faith. Masculine. Exactly, because you got Cupid. You have your guides back here. Masculine. It's such a crappy camera. I started working on it. That's sitting here, look at you behind this feminine's back. Like, and you see how he has a wand? He has a wand in his hand. Because your guides are like, here you go. Use all these signs, all these wonderful things about this person. Just trust, 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 trust. It's for both of you, but I feel like the masculine has not made contact with his guides yet. Probably doesn't even know how to. Find a meditation, man. Plenty of meditations online. Seek a shaman. Reach out to someone like me. I can teach you all about it. Get a book, get a reading. So, let's talk about the cycles that, I mean, y'all haven't even really got to know each other yet, so I can't really ask the same questions. What cycles did they have to learn in order to meet? What cycles did they have to learn in order to meet? For pile 3 in this situation. Okay. Let's go masculine first. Masculine had to realize his worth. Masculine also needed to be able to, prior to meeting this feminine, or actually engaging with this feminine, masculine also had to, why did that fly all the way over there? Masculine also had to learn who and what to commit his time to with the Hierophant. I feel like that the masculine also needed to be able to keep promises to himself that he wouldn't that they fall for the same games and tricks as before, so that he was able to trust himself when it came to meeting someone new. So I fall in love, so you're my Masculine also had to, or still has to, learn how to find balance with work life and personal life. He might have a habit of mixing them. So we have the Wheel of Fortune. And then we have the Four of Cups. Exactly. So, didn't I say he ain't paying attention? Do you see the universe dropping that cup? They're about to just drop it on his head. I picked the whole world up and I'm gonna drop it on your effing head. Sorry. Do you see that? He's sitting here focusing on, like, I view these 3 cups as work, friends, and, like, all these things exterior to himself. And the universe is like, fine, we're gonna drop all this knowledge, everything you need to know, on your head, so you get it, that you got a lot of good things going for you right now in front of you if you just open your eyes. So, to me, that's, like, not just necessarily being able to trust in the feminine and in himself. He needs to be able to trust the universe. He needs to learn how to be able to take a leap of faith. He needs to learn how to be able to take risks that are worth it. Anything else for the masculine term, cycle-wise? He had to learn how to not be shallow in the past. I feel like that he's already learned this. He had to learn how to go more for the, that to make himself truly happy. He had to learn how to go more for the internal qualities and not necessarily the external qualities. Divine Feminine, he's really extremely attractive. He thinks you're gorgeous, but he's just like, it's not like that. But he had to learn that, so that when he saw someone that was beautiful, he could embrace their inner beauty, or their outer beauty and their inner beauty, not necessarily like, oh my god, she's hot. I want to be with her because she's hot. It's like, she's got like such a beautiful personality, and then she's beautiful, kind of way. See what I'm saying? Okay, so moving on to the feminine. What do the feminine have to learn? Feminine how to learn how to stand on her own in different ways. She had to be okay with accepting attention. Wheel of Fortune. She had to learn how to be able to accept attention as well as be able to just be accepting. Maybe the masculine. Accepting as in, I have no idea where that card went, y'all. That card just, oh, there it is. Three of Cups. She also had to learn how to lighten up, have fun, have a fun energy about herself. She had to learn how to make choices. Not remain stagnant. She had to learn how to make choices of something that she was actually interested in, something that she wanted. Not just settle either. This feminine used to be a settler. She's not anymore. Good. This is about you knowing your worth too. I feel like that some of you used to just settle for having pleasant, intimate moments in relationships, like a sexual. They treated you like shit, but you were cool because the sex was nice, or something like that. Okay. I feel like that some of you also, feminines, you didn't ever take the chance to really heal anything that had happened to you in the past. So in order for you to have met this masculine, you had to love yourself, okay? Straight up. You had to love yourself and heal yourself. Feminine had to be okay with being in uncomfortable situations that she wasn't really fond of as well. Like, let's say hanging out with a group of people that she didn't really know, or hanging out with people that she felt like would judge her in some way. She had to be comfortable with that and get over it, pretty much. I'm not saying that to be cold, I'm saying that to what's coming to me. Accepting all forms of attention, negative or positive, and being able to overcome the negative and embrace the positive. Page of Rods and King of Pentacles. So this is also telling me that the feminine, again, didn't I say that he was probably a gifter, this masculine? He's a gifter. Attention, material things, affection, he's a giver. Just like the feminine is. And he wants to be able to give to you, feminine, but he can't give to you unless you're willing to accept gifts. So I feel like that's something you learned as well as being more open and passionate with yourself as well. So as in like you had to be able to truly express yourself. Like in any way at all. You had to be able to express yourself without fear of judgment. Pardon. So let's go ahead. I mean, this is such a weird pile because the other two were like, because they had a huge storyline. This one is so fresh. So let's see. How about just some guidance for the masculine first? The guidance for the masculine in this situation. For pile 3, highest perspective, please. Masculine, stop waiting. Exactly. If you sit here and wait, nothing is going to come out of this situation. Nothing will come of it. You just sit here and wait and just like let the feminine move on and move forward with whatever she wants to do. That's not what you want. What do you need to release? Exactly. The masculine has a lot of growing they need to do. I feel like that for some reason the feminine needs to not just be patient, but if he reaches out for help, help him. Anything else for the masculine? Guidance for the masculine? Nothing is yet set in stone. So to me, that's telling me like you need to go ahead and clear your energy and clear what's going on with you, masculine, and honestly think to yourself, what do I really want? Do I want to sit here and wait and waste a good opportunity? Or do I want to, like, and if you put yourself in that mindset, then you're going to live in fear. Do you want to live in fear? Or you want to rise up on your own effing horse and get your damn queen? Anyways, some more guidance. It's time to release negativity. What did I just say? Oh, we didn't even go over the signs. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Scorpio, immutable sign. Masculine, also, please feel free to be vulnerable and open with this feminine. She is very wise and mature, and she wouldn't take advantage of you. Take time to breathe out. Exactly. Take it easy. This feminine is unlike the other woman that you've been with because she's calm. She knows herself, and she knows you already. So, I mean, don't be intimidated by it. If anything, be open to it. Imagine how it would feel to be with someone that you don't have to explain every little thing you do. Just get along. You don't have to apologize. You don't have to be afraid of judgments, of lack of loyalty, because a true divine feminine, she ain't gonna settle. If she gives you her attention, it's because she's interested. If she gives you her time, it's because she wants you to invest time in her back. If you don't give her time back, then same. Same. So, what about for the feminine? Guidance for the feminine. And it's not even cold masculine. Sometimes you just gotta realize other people's journeys could have been more stressful than yours, or could have been darker than yours in a way. So they have a lot of patience, and they just really know who they are, and they ain't gonna waste their time with just anyone. Just anyone. Guidance for the feminine. Be patient. Focus on you. Reach out to this masculine more than you're allowing yourself to. It's time to take action. Could be like an Aries, or an Aries moon or something like that. Be there for this masculine. Reach out to him. Make sure that he knows that he's not alone in his journey. I feel like this masculine is freshly awakened, or could be coming into his abilities and he doesn't know what the fuck's going on with him. Be there for him. Reach out to him. Don't hesitate. He has the right to say no. If he says no, then back off. If he says yes, then help him. Don't force yourself on him. Actually, I don't sense that any of you have been forcing yourselves on them. You've really just been trying to help this person. It's good of you. Ooh, those came out weird. Don't let pride get in your way. Exactly. Don't let pride get in your way. Could be dealing with a Leo. That, to me, is telling me that you need to be open and offer. 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 That way you can receive offers. 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 And love with this person, and other parts of your life. Give offers so you can get offers, because you are good enough. And maybe the masculine needs to be reminded that they're good enough. Virgo energy. Damn. Confidence is your key to success. There you go. So that's what